In a corner of an ancient town, I recently acquired a house steeped in historical traces. The house appeared aged, but with hopeful anticipation, I dreamed of turning it into a lucrative investment through careful renovations. It marked my first ownership of an independent space, and to my surprise, the previous homeowner left the house completely devoid of furniture or personal items. The relocation process, although relatively smooth, left an enduring sense of emptiness within the house. The first night seemed peaceful, but perplexing noises emanating from the house prevented me from a restful sleep. The house, nearly 70 years old, exhibited creaky wooden structures despite past renovations, contributing to peculiar sounds. The following day, I spent the entire day unpacking and setting up items such as the TV and kitchen appliances. By 8 p.m., a sense of relief enveloped me, having completed everything on my to-do list for the day. As I settled in to watch a movie, a few minutes into it, a resounding thump echoed through the ceiling, as if a heavy object had fallen above me. Startled, I investigated, finding everything on the second floor undisturbed. The loud noise, however, persisted in my mind, raising concerns about potential hidden issues within the house. After the movie, I turned everything off and headed to bed. Upon waking in the middle of the night, I was met with confusion. The rhythmic creaking noises from the hallway prompted me to open my bedroom door, revealing a startling sight. The attic door swung open, accompanied by a ladder descending from it. Alarmed, I hurried downstairs to call 911, but midway, I heard footsteps running across the floor. Frozen in place, I witnessed the intruder opening the back door and fleeing. I quickly secured the door and called for assistance. While awaiting the arrival of the police, I cautiously checked the entire house, climbing the old ladder to the attic, where I discovered an unexpected assortment of old furniture, boxes, and trash. The police, upon their arrival, suggested that someone might have been living in my house during its vacancy. Although they assured me that the intruder was likely gone for good, a lingering terror accompanied me each time I returned home from work, as if someone could be hiding within my house without my knowledge. In the subsequent days, my attempts to find traces within the house intensified, as I sought to understand why this stranger chose to linger in my absence. I even placed cameras in every corner of the house, hoping to capture any unusual signs. However, despite surface appearances returning to normal, an indescribable unease persisted. Whenever I returned home at night, I felt as though unseen eyes were watching me. Even in apparent solitude, I often sensed a peculiar presence. At times, I would wake in the dead of night, hearing strange sounds downstairs, faint footsteps or subtle rustlings. Attempts to investigate would result in an eerie silence, as if nothing had happened. One night, while sitting in the living room, an inexplicable chill enveloped me. Turning around, I saw a blurry figure on the television screen, as if a vague silhouette. Startled, the figure vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving behind a serene darkness. Whenever I tried to share these experiences with others, I was met with skeptical looks, dismissed as perceiving illusions and solitary moments. Yet, deep down, I knew it was more than illusion, it was an ineffable fear. In a quest for answers, I delved into the history of the house. Uncovering a decades-old diary in a corner of the attic, I found records of the daily life of a mysterious resident. As I read through, a spine-chilling realization took hold. Decades ago, this house belonged to an occultist, consumed by an obsession with ancient rituals and the supernatural. His experiments led to uncontrollable events, turning the house into a conduit between reality and the supernatural. The occultist vanished mysteriously during one of his rituals, leaving the house as a silent witness to his unknown fate. The diary detailed the use of ancient symbols, and the very symbols I found throughout the house were part of those ancient rites. As I deepened my investigation, the house seemed to sense my presence. Strange phenomena occurred whenever I approached the attic, as if a supernatural force hovered around me. I began to understand that the house harbored ancient secrets, subtly influencing my life. Fear transformed into a curiosity for the unknown. I decided to further explore the mysteries of the house. Perhaps by unraveling this ancient enigma, I could dispel the unsettling feeling and embrace true tranquility. Yet, as I stepped into the attic once again, the air became unusually heavy. A low voice echoed between the ancient symbols, and suddenly, the house began to vibrate. A powerful energy surged towards me, drawing me into an extraordinary supernatural realm. It felt as if I had entered a world beyond reality. Ancient symbols sparkled with mysterious light, and before me, the blurry figure appeared again, the same figure that haunted my dreams. He smiled faintly, as if indicating an understanding of his fate. I suddenly realized that the house was not just my residence, it was a vessel for mysterious powers. The blurry figure conveyed that he had been waiting for someone to comprehend his story, to unravel the fate that bound him. Thus, I became the guardian of the house, inheriting the mission of the mysterious occultist. I started to study ancient rituals and symbols, striving to achieve a delicate balance with supernatural forces. In this process, I gradually discovered that the enigmatic occultist was not an evil entity but an explorer seeking truth. Now, I continue to reside in this house filled with history and mystery. As night falls, the house emits a mysterious glow, seemingly narrating ancient legends. My life has become a captivating legend in this ancient town, and I have become the inheritor of the mysterious occultist, guarding this house that connects reality and the supernatural.